Welcome to Math Class with Lakeshia Revels. I am currently an academic coach in the public schools of Robeson County. I have been teaching for 17 years and have taught fifth grade science, sixth grade ELA, third grade, and first grade. Focus, coherence, and rigor come to mind when thinking about instructional mindsets that align instructional practices within the classroom setting. The Common Core state standards are a clear set of shared goals and expectations for the knowledge and skills students need at each grade level so that they can be prepared to succeed in college, career, and life. This applies to two critical components of learning: mathematics, content standards, and mathematical practices. Depth of knowledge and understanding across the standards are not equally emphasized. As educators, we know that some standards require students to have more time to master than others. However, we must remain instructional integrity so that building a mathematical framework is like building blocks. It is constructed from previous learning from grade level to grade level. We must embed rigor in our instructional practices that show not only procedural understanding, but conceptual understanding with application. The grade level I chose to dive into was first grade. The standard I chose was North Carolina 1 OA1, which is from the domain of operations and algebraic thinking. Represent and solve addition and subtraction word problems within 20 with unknowns using objects, drawings, and equations with a symbol for the unknown number to represent the problem when solving, such as add to, take away from the change unknown, put together, take apart, add in unknown, compare difference unknown. In a compare situation, two amounts are compared to find how many more or how many less. Students build on their understanding of equal to, more than, and less than for two groups of objects or two numbers. Strategies for determining which the difference in quantities include matching and counting. Change unknown and add an unknown problems allow students to begin to see subtraction as the opposite of addition. Developing the understanding of subtraction as an unknown add-in addition problem is a central goal for later mathematics. As students work with change unknown and add an unknown problems, they will record situation equations. Eventually, students notice that a problem may be solved with other solution equations. So, as first graders work with a variety of problem types with addition and subtraction methods they used in kindergarten, such as counting on, students now use the method counting on to make tens and doubles. Students also use a variety of models and objects with manipulatives such as Unifix cubes. In order for students to read and use the equations to represent their thinking, they need these extensive experiences with addition and subtraction situations in order to connect the experiences with these symbols, with the addition sign and the subtraction sign and the equal sign, to make these equations such as 5 equals 3 plus 2. In kindergarten, students demonstrate the understanding of how objects can be joined, which is addition, and how they can be separated, which is subtraction, by representing addition and subtraction using objects, pictures, and words. But in first grade, students extend this understanding of addition and subtraction to use these addition symbols to represent the joining and the subtraction symbol to represent the separating, and using the equal sign to represent the relationships regarding the quantity between one side of the equation to the other. When solving comparison problems, they're going to be able to write various equations to represent comparisons. So, when looking at the standards for mathematical practice, we look at making sense of problems and persevering in solving them. Mathematically proficient students in first grade continue to develop the ability to focus their attention, test hypotheses, take reasonable risks, remain flexible, try alternatives, exhibit self regulation, and persevere. As the teacher, use uses these thoughtful questionings and provide opportunities for students to share thinking. First grade students become conscious of what they know and how they solve the problems. They make sense of task type problems, find an entry point or a way to begin the task, and are willing to try other approaches when solving the task. So they might ask themselves, does this make sense? First grade students' conceptual understanding builds from their experiences in kindergarten as they continue to rely on concrete manipulatives and pictorial representations to solve a problem, eventually becoming fluent and flexible with mental math as a result of these experiences. So, why is it important for teachers to have this information? It's important so that there is a common language and depth of understanding that can be formalized across the grade levels, because quality mathematical teaching is important for student success.